Welcome children. Today I am going to give you a simple equation to memorize. East means gain, that means add, and west means loss, that means subtract. For example, when it is noon in London, longitude 0 degree, the local time of Chennai 80 degree east will be 5 hours 20 minutes ahead of London. We can say this way that when Indians are having dinner, Londoners are having lunch and New Yorkers are having breakfast. Thus, due to the rotation of the earth, different places on the earth experiences different time of day. Since it is not possible to have our own local time, a system of standard time is observed by all the countries. Standard time. Most countries adopt their standard time from their central meridian. Indian government has accepted the meridian of 82.5 degree east for the standard time, for which 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of GMT. Nepal and Sri Lanka also follow the same standard time. World Time Zones. In 1804, an international congress was held in Washington to consider the subject of world time zones. Standard Fleming, a Canadian, suggested dividing time zone by international agreement. Each time zone differs from the next by 15 degree in longitude or 1 hour in time. All the places within the particular time zone follow the fixed time as per center meridian irrespective of their longitudes and local time. Most countries follow it, but due to peculiar shape and location, at times there are some reasonable deviation with respect to standard time according to their convenience. Generally, a meridian which is taken as central meridian is a multiple of 15 degree or 7.5 degree for the sake of convenience, while calculating time as 7.5 degree makes a difference of 30 minutes or half an hour. For example, India extends from 68.7 degree east to 97.25 degree east. Thus, the longitudinal difference comes to 97.25 degree minus 68.7 degree is equal to 29.18. The longitude of 82.5 degree east is selected as standard meridian which passes through Allahabad. Since this local time is taken as standard time, the whole country follows it. It is called Indian Standard Time, IST. The difference between the Indian Standard Time and the Greenwich Time is 82.5 degree. Example, 5.5 hours 0 degree to 82.5 degree east is equal to 82.5 degree multiplied 4 is equal to 330 minutes or 5.5 hour. This means that when it is noon at England, 0 degree longitude, it is 5:30 p.m. in India. Let me explain it clearly. Greenwich lies in 0 degree meridian and India's central meridian is 82.5 degree east. The earth takes 4 minutes to pass 1 degree. Now, if you multiply 82.5 degree with 4, you will get 330 minutes. Now, convert this 330 minutes into hour. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So, divide 330 by 60, you will get 5.5 hours. It means India is ahead of England by 5.5 hours. Some countries such as USA, Canada, Australia and Russia, which have a vast east to west extent, have several time zones. Canada has 5 time zones, Russia has many as 11 time zones and USA has 5 time zones from east to west. They are known as Atlantic, Eastern, Central, Mountain and Pacific time zones. Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean Time is the noon time of the old Greenwich Observatory. 0 degree longitude is taken as standard time of England. International time follows GMT worldwide and is adopted uniformly by all the countries and international airlines. International date lines. The history of international dateline dates back to the Christian era 522 when Magellan's crew reached home after circumnavigating the world for the first time by ship, when they thought that it was 5th September, but actually they reached on 6th September. This is because a peculiar position arises at the meridian 180 degree. This meridian may be reckoned both as 180 degree east and 180 degree west. For example, the time at A on Greenwich Meridian is 8 a.m. on Wednesday, December 9. Time calculating eastwards will be 7:56 p.m. on Wednesday, December 9. But if the time is calculated westward, it will be 8:04 p.m. Tuesday, December 8 at D, 179 degree west. Allow 4 minutes more for the westward from D and eastward from C, and we discover that the time at B is both 8 p.m. Wednesday, December 9 and 8 p.m. Tuesday, December 8. Thus, on either side of 180 degree latitude, there is a time difference of a day, 24 hours. Thus, confusion of days must be corrected. Therefore, 180 degree meridian was internationally accepted for the purpose of correcting this error. A ship sailing eastward through AXBY reaches B on Wednesday, but having passed B, it is Tuesday and the following day is again Wednesday. Ship sailing AYBX reach B on Tuesday and having passed B, it is Wednesday. Therefore, westward bound ships miss a day from the calendar and the passengers have a 6-day week. The day following Tuesday have been calculated Thursday. Aircraft timetables are greatly affected. Thus, aircraft leaving Auckland, New Zealand at 3 p.m. on Tuesday arrive at Honolulu 4,000 miles away at 1 p.m. the same day, but aircraft leaving Honolulu at 3 p.m. on Tuesday arrives at Auckland 9 a.m. on Thursday. If the dateline followed 180 degree exactly, it would pass through groups of islands and cause confusion between one island and another. Therefore, the dateline zigzags to avoid various group of islands. It curves east of 180 degree in the Bering Strait between Siberia and Alaska. For the south it bends to the west at 180 degree so as to avoid cutting through the Aleutian Island. Thus the dates of Siberia and Alaska differ. If it is July 14th in Siberia, it is July 13th in Alaska. Longitude 180 degree cuts through one of the Fiji Islands, and there would be considerably inconvenience if two parts of the same island have different dates. Therefore, it is southern hemisphere and the date bends eastward around the Fiji and Tonga Island. Therefore, island together with the Kermadec and Cathaydam Island keep the same date as New Zealand. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.